And Dan, thanks for being up here this morning. A regular on the program ever since we've been here.
Thank you for having me.
Tell your daughter again, I apologize if I offended her today. Tell her how much I dislike Auburn.
I think you ought to tell her.
Well, next time I come visit Stan, I'll wait probate judge. I was talking Bama with Wendy next door.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I like your new set. This is, you don't have the security of the old easy chairs. You're right out front in this.
That keeps everybody awake, Dan.
Sure does.
Hey, I'm sorry I missed this. Rick didn't let me know yesterday y'all were having a forum done. You said y'all had a packed house after this day.
It was. Rick Mold out at Athens State sort of hosted this and got it together, and it was 4 of our 5 representatives who represent Limestone County were there. Bill Holtzclaw, Senator Holtzclaw, Senator Orr, Mac McCutcheon, and myself. And we had a great crowd come out, and it was lively, very lively crowd. And everybody got to, that wanted to got to speak their mind, and a couple of them maybe left it at home, but they spoke it anyway.
Well, it says here that, people asked some pretty doggone good questions here. They got like a whole page on it in News Courier this morning.
Most of the conversation had to do with, economic development and concerned about our support for the illegal immigration bill.
I like this. This is Gary Dubose of Elkmont said he told you guys yesterday he appreciate y'all passing the bill. Says he's traveled to 70 foreign countries, had to show identification before entering each country. Yet our borders are wide open here for people to come in.
Yeah.
Now, this thing's going to be going back and forth to court. What is the Attorney General of the state? Is he trying to take some of the stuff out of the bill? And you're against that.
Yeah, my whole point is, when we were running a campaign for this position, the illegal immigration was a top issue among people, and people were very much wanting a bill passed that would affect illegal immigration, and that's what we did. That's what the new Republicans that were elected to the House of Representatives passed it. It went through the Senate. Now, they'd been trying to pass it for years, but it wouldn't do it. But it passed. Then when the enforcement started through federal court, there were some parts of it that were struck down. The important parts were left. Now, my point is, it's probably going to go to the Supreme Court. So why do anything before it goes to the Supreme Court? The Supreme Court could do anything from leave it like it is to do away with it. So
they can take certain parts out?
Sure.
They can do whatever they want.
The Supreme Court can do whatever they want to.
Do you regret any part of the bill that was passed?
No, I don't regret any of it. And one point I want to make, people call this law mean-spirited and a conspiracy against the poor and the downtrodden, but there was never in my presence or anything, anybody who said, let's get together and get rid of these people. This was strictly to satisfy the voters out there that something needs to be done about the illegal immigration. There was nothing mean-spirited. There's nothing in that bill about any legal citizen. There's nothing in there. There's nothing in there that in the case of emergency, it can be stopped. In other words, if an illegal immigrant is injured and laying in the street, contrary to what people are saying, you can call the ambulance, you can pick him up and carry him to the hospital. Nothing will happen to you. It's a humane bill.
Why is the Decatur Daily so down on you and your fellow Republicans in Montgomery?
Well, the Decatur Daily, they don't represent, I think, the ideas of the common people. They certainly don't represent the ideas of the citizens of Decatur. Decatur Daily would be at home, maybe in Boston, Massachusetts, somewhere. It totally out of touch with its editorial remarks and things like that. Very liberal. Very liberal. Most of the controversy about this bill has been stirred up by the media, AEA, the Democratic Party. It's not people concerned about illegal aliens. They're concerned that they're not in power politically.
Well, that makes a lot of sense, but that's
exactly what it is.
Very liberal paper. Even the Huntsville Times has got a thing today. It's a conversation overdue about this with Luther Strange trying to, have his recommendations out there and stuff like that.
Well, you have to look at the motives of people. You know, they call him Big Luther. He is a big guy. His last name is Strange. You know,
He's done the show before.
my question is Big Luther really strange? You know, he's coming out sort of against this, and the thing that sort of bothers me about the way this came out, it was actually seemed to be leaked from the AG's office. You know, Mike Hubbard, Speaker of the House, said when we passed this bill that if we're going to change it, it's going to be upon the recommendation that the Attorney General will bring concerning the law.
Right.
It's not going to be regarding just people's feelings or things, but it would be concerning law. Now, he didn't say we were going to do what Big Luther says, but we will take his recommendations and nobody else.
Hey, another article we were talking about this morning right before you walked in, I'm assuming you voted on this, the Ethics Committee in Montgomery. Teachers can't get a ham or turkey now from students for Christmas.
Teachers can get, now that's another situation where the media, AEA, and everybody is
So it
trying.
ain't this bad?
No, teachers
Sounds bad.
It sounds
Teachers
awful.
have, sure, anything AEA says is going to sound bad for one side because AEA is the Democratic Party in the state of Alabama. And AEA is supported by the dues that they charge teachers to belong to their union. AEA is a union. Now, teachers, I think they're going to find that they can always take the gifts and things that children and parents give to them like they always have. I dare say very few teachers have ever gone overboard with that. You know, people come in to give a small gift card, they give a small gift or something. Teachers have always taken that. Now, if a teacher takes a gift, a gift card, $250, and you say, you know, we hope Johnny doesn't make a C in English this time, you know.
Well, that would
now,
be a
that
different
gets on the
case.
ethical side of things, but those things don't happen very much.
Is there any truth to the rumor that I've read, probably in the Decatur Daily, that there could be a recall trying to get Mickey Hammonds removed from office?
Well, Decatur Daily would love to do something like that, but, you know, whoever's doing the editorials over there, idiots. It's just, you know, remind you sometime off and on of some of the Huntsville television stations, you know,
Not this one.
the things they do. But I don't know. You know, I've gotten to the age that sometimes it just, you just really get hacked off at you see what they're doing, and you see that they're trying to mislead people. And, you know, why can't they take things just at face value like we do?
Yeah.
You know, why do they have to come in and actually tell lies and things to hurt people? That's what they're doing.
All right, Dan, I got to wrap this up. I got Bob Levy over. We'll talk some sport. Tell your daughter again that if I offend her,
I'm going to tell her that you know you're really sorry.
Yeah.
But you're not really sorry.
He likes
No,
LSU
anyway,
better than
but I
Auburn.
don't want to intentionally hurt anybody's feelings.
Well, you know what I can tell her is when I came in this morning, I see you and Zach Green. That says it all.
That's a good one. Hey, don't forget to come up on the 22nd. We have our Christmas party. Tell Charles we'd love to have
I'll
you come
be
sing
here.
some songs with us.
Sure will.
Well, take a break. There's some GG cupcakes over there, too. They just opened in Decatur. We're going to check back in with Jeff, but Bob Levy coming up next. We'll take a short break and be right back. Y'all, hang on.
Ho, 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 Jimmy!